Well, we've touched on some fairly heavy topics. I want to go back. The first time I ever saw you was 1988 opening for AC/DC. And I didn't realize that White Lion had also toured with, besides AC/DC, you toured with Ozzy, Aerosmith, Motley Crue, Kiss. I mean, these are the biggest names in the business at that time, and to this day, if we're being honest. What were those? Did those tours provide you any time to interact with any of those bands? I know before you said you don't have any Spinal Tap stories, but I'm trying to find out if you had any fun with any of those bands, backstage, off stage, whatever. Any interaction, or were you ships in the night?
Day off, whatever.
Oh, I have millions.
Millions. Well,
yeah,
let's see.
And I actually feel I have a story that sort of is so different than, what others would have by being, like the famous scene with Motley Crue and Ozzy sniffing ants and stuff like that. You would expect that. But here's a different story, because I became really, really good friends with Steven Tyler when we toured Aerosmith. Wow. And, it was a permanent vacation tour. It was the first clean tour. So they were very coherent, and they invited only me in every night to eat with them, and, in the dressing room and stuff like that. Wow. But that, again, I think it was my European thing of me approaching them different. And we're playing in Edmonton, Canada, and we have a day off, and we're playing this, and both Aerosmith and White Lion is visiting that gigantic shopping mall there, which is basically like almost Disneyland on the roof, because it's so damn cold in the winter. And bit by bit we split up, and I'm actually walking together with Steven Tyler down the mall like that, and we pass this gigantic water park where kids are just like having time of their life. And Tyler looks at me and goes, "Should we?" So we go across to a sports store, buy 2 pair of bathing shorts, change in the store, run across, and spend 3 hours in that water park, just him and I. No girls, no drugs, no rock and roll, just two men.
Kids. Two kids playing outside. I love it, man.
And that to me is what I was looking for. I always had a different interest in when I met these bands and what I would share with them and stuff like that. Going to the movies with Joe Perry, talking fitness, stuff like that. On AC/DC, I got up every morning and hung with the road crew. I wanted to see the stage being built. That's why today there's nothing I don't know about what a rock and roll show is, from the catering to how the PAs connect and stuff like that. I always had an interest. I actually always dreamt more about being a roadie than a singer.
Wow.
So I had that interest, and every single AC/DC show I watched from the monitor board.
Yeah.
I stood there thinking back when somebody came to my house in Denmark and put on High Voltage, and how I sat there picking up the jaw from the floor going, What the hell is this? I have never heard anything like this. And basically 11 years later, here I am, and the great thing about both with Aerosmith and AC/DC, and later on Ozzy and Motley, we're not just, a support band. We're a high-paid special guest.
Yeah. This is why I asked the questions. That was pure gold right there.
And there's one last little story here, which comes from Brian Johnson and AC/DC. They were almost never around AC/DC. It was almost like, like a creature of the night. You didn't see them. But suddenly one night, I see Brian Johnson come out and sort of crawl up to the stage. And then, when we go back to the dressing room, he goes, "Lads, it's really nice to see girls in our audience."
Yeah, I bet.
Ones that look like girls, right?
Yeah, girls that look like girls. Yeah.